Gonna lie, we had fun, you and me. But I finally caught you, the rat, the spy, spying over in my sleep. So you better tell me, and don't even think about lying. You gotta tell me who you're working for right now, or else put a bullet in your goddamn skull. Now tell me, who are you working for right now? Okay, I'm actually getting kind of hungry. You stay right there. I want to make dinner.
My name is Muhammad Zar, and tonight I'm going to be making dinner. Dun dun. So the dish tonight is steak and fries. First you're gonna need fresh potato fries, some white pepper, or any pepper, some garlic powder, and some salt, of course. Salt is important. And 2 steaks, or any kind of steak is fine. So let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is season your steaks. Now I do want to show you that I have made these fries fresh from a potato, cut them myself, very nice, very good shape. And the thing you're going to do later is season it when it's fried. So the first thing we're going to do is, of course, we're going to season our steak beforehand to let the spice, the salt and spices really marinate inside. Now, you put the salt first, and you put the pepper in your hand, you sprinkle it on, onto the steak, really nice, like that. Yep, that's good. And then after that, a little bit of that garlic powder, and flip it over and do it exactly the same on the other side. Next, you're gonna want to preheat your water until it's nice and hot, and then the next thing you want to do is get your fries. Get fries in, right? Boom, these fries right here. And all you gotta do is just, once the water is nice and hot, stick them in. Stick as many fries as you can fit into the pot. Doesn't matter how much, because it's your kind of pot. You got a big pot, stick them all in. You got a little pot, stick them in one by one. Make it nice and hot. Make sure you boil until it's around al dente. I like to call it al dente, which is half cooked, soft, but not too soft where it falls apart. We ain't making mashed potato here. Once you see the water boiling like this, right? It's all nice and hot, bubbling. Woo, you feel that heat? You're gonna wanna turn off the water, make sure it's al dente, and then after that, douse it in cold water to stop the cooking process. After the fries are nice and cold and dry, after you pat them dry, right? You're gonna wanna fry them. Now, I'm using bimoli because that's all I have at home. You pour it in. Make sure it's just enough to fry a few fries in. Don't fry too much or else the water content will splash on you. Next thing you wanna do, put them fries in. Look at that fry bubble. Now they are frying in there. Really frying in there. Now you're gonna wanna fry all the fries until they're all nice and crisp and fried. Once they are nice, a golden brown color, yes, golden brown, you're gonna want to take them off the heat, right off the fryer, and make sure you get all the oil off of the fries. I like to use a paper napkin. Now this paper napkin has to be a thick one, the oil absorbing one. Make sure that it doesn't fall apart when you take the fries off the napkin. And look at that, bam, nice golden brown color. Now you're gonna crank up the heat to full blast on this one because we're gonna be cooking steak. Now I'm gonna be using this non-stick double pan because this is the only non-stick pan that I have that's still operable, right? You're gonna open that up and wait for it to heat up. Once it is nicely heated up, you're gonna wanna put some oil in there, really spread it around, make sure it covers most of the surfaces, and wait for the oil to heat up for a little while. And once the oil is nicely heated, you're gonna wanna put down your steak. You see that? Ooh, there's a hot pan right on that steak. Now you're gonna have to keep it down on the surface for about a few minutes on high heat So you really develop that crust, that caramelized crust like that. You see that? Ooh, that is a nice crust. Very nice right there. And then you're gonna cook it again for another few minutes, flip it, check the crust, and then take it off the pan. Anyways, flip it up and ooh, look at that crust. Now this crust right here, even though it's crusty, it's still a medium well. Now next up is to season the fries, and the spices I'm going to be using are the salt, as last time, the salt, the little big pinch, and then after that we got the white pepper, just a little bit of the white pepper, not too much, make sure, so it's not too harsh on the throat, and some garlic powder. Now this is going to really bring out the flavor of the potatoes and the salt. Alright, after you season it, then you just give it a good shake, a few shakes here and there. Ooh, look at that shaking. Once it is nicely seasoned and well shaken, all you gotta do is just serve it. Yep.
Okay, and then now it's time to try the fry. Wow, so good. So good. You like it? He likes it, everybody. He likes it. Let's go.
And next thing you want to do is just plate it. Very simple. Just put the fries on the steak that are already on the plate. And look at that. You got your done deal. Steak and fries. Very versatile dish. You can use any kind of sauce. I like teriyaki sauce, but I'm too lazy to make it. But boom, very versatile. Anyways, there you go. Your dinner for tonight, right before you interrogate your spy.